What can we learn from the seventh commandment? I quote, "You shall not commit adultery," Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. The seventh commandment isn't just about marital faithfulness. It is about the sacredness of relationships, the value of trust, and God's design for love. It is a call to honor the covenant marriage and to protect the integrity of all relationships by choosing faithfulness, purity, and respect. Marriage is indeed a covenant, a sacred promise before God that reflects His love and commitment to us. And when we honor this covenant, we show respect not only for our spouse, but for God's design for intimacy and connection. Adultery, whether physical or emotional, breaks trust and brings pain, not just to the individuals involved, but to families, for communities, and even the society. Jesus deepened the meaning of this commandment in Matthew chapter 5, verse 27 to 28, teaching that adultery begins in the heart. This reminds us that the faithfulness isn't just about actions, but also about thoughts and attitudes. Guarding our hearts against lust, selfishness, and temptation is just as important as maintaining outward faithfulness. Now, this commandment also speaks to the broader principle of honoring others. It calls us to treat people with dignity and to reject anything that objectifies, uses, or devalues them. Love in God's eyes is selfless, sacrificial, and pure, not something to exploit or manipulate for personal gain. So, how can we apply this seventh commandment today? Well, first, honor your commitments. If you're married, invest in your relationship with your spouse. Prioritize communication, trust, and intimacy. If you are not married, honor the value of purity and respect in all your relationships. Second, guard your heart and mind. Now, be mindful of what you allow your thoughts through media, through conversations, or personal choices. Ask God to help you keep your heart focused on love and reflects His character, which is pure, which is faithful and selfless. And thirdly, seek accountability. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to live with integrity. If you are struggling with temptation, don't face it alone. Seek support and guidance from trusted friends, from mentors or counselors. And finally, extend grace and forgiveness. If you have experienced brokenness in this area, know that God's grace is greater than any sin. He offers healing, He offers restoration, and a fresh start to those who turn to Him. The seventh commandment is about so much more than avoiding adultery. It's about living with faithfulness and integrity in all areas of life. And when we honor God's design for love and relationship, we reflect His faithfulness and bring His peace into our lives and the lives of others. And for that, we can say Amen.